Today I'm going to be continuing the Dream Park by building this amazing walkthrough of the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. And right over here is the Pirates of the Caribbean building where the ride, or actually no, the walkthrough is going to be. And I'm going to be deleting these walls over here because this was the layout for the ride, but I'm instead going to do a walkthrough mainly because I can't use basic shapes to make like the ride vehicle and the ride, I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna make a layout for the first room, the first scene of this walkthrough. And I'm gonna start on this roof thing right over here, just to have some elevation for a little like cave type of thing over here. And this first room over here will be from the Pirates of the Caribbean, I think in Florida in Disney World. But yeah, here's the photo on screen now. Okay, and for these roofs, I'm going to be using the same rock color that I used in the Enderland of the park. Actually, since this is a cave, I think the color should be a little bit more darker. And in the picture, there is some sand over here, so I'm going to be using the half spear. And then I'm going to scale it, of course. And then I'm going to use the sand material. Or actually, should I use this material? No, I think the sand one is way better. And then I'm gonna basically copy and paste all these sand half spears all around here. And I can resize some of them to add some variations. Okay, and I actually kind of like this. Okay, if I get the spear and then I place the skeleton on top, I should be able to scale it and move it and angle it to a certain direction, I think. Oh, never mind, I just know nothing about Bloxburg. But what I am gonna do is place down some of these skeleton heads. Okay, and then what if I place down some barrels and then I just make it wooden? And something like this looks insanely good. And I'm going to place down this chest here to make as a chest with gold inside of it. For the gold, I'm just going to use these small boxes. Something like this looks really cool. And then I might color it like a bluish type color. I actually really like this lighting. Okay, and for the next scene, I want to build another scene from the Pirates of the Caribbean ride in Disney World. And I'm going to be building the scene with the big pirate ships, so I'm going to be needing that decal. And then for the decal, I want to try something free. Maybe this one. Oh, it's not transparent. I'll just make my own, I guess. But also, I have an idea for the end of this walkthrough. So basically, when you are finished with this walkthrough experience, you can exit through this building, which will be like a gift shop, a pirate themed gift shop, and then you can exit through this shop, and I think that would be really cool. Okay, and then here I'm going to place some water, but I'm not actually going to be using the pool system, I guess, because it's really expensive and I don't want to pay for it, so I'll just use a floor. And the transition into this water aspect is very, very bad from this rock type floor. So I'm going to be using these basic shapes and then coloring them rocks to add like a better transition over here. And this right here looks so much better.
Nice.
Before I start on this scene, I'm going to place down some lights because it is absolutely super dark and I literally cannot see. Okay, and let's start coloring the first building. I made a layout, but I didn't think you guys would want to see it, so I didn't film it. So yeah. For this first building, I just did all the boring stuff, so now let's add some nice details like this window. For a lot of you new guys out there, you guys might be very confused on why I keep on saying I can't place down like basic shapes and stuff like that. And it's mainly because I've kind of reached the limit on basic shapes. Now I can definitely place other basic shapes. The only one I can't place down are the cubes. But the thing is, the cubes are the best basic shapes. But yeah, Bloxburg just doesn't let me place down cubes. It keeps on saying placement failed. That's because I have too much cubes on this plot. And since we reached around the middle of the video, I'm not really sure yet when the middle is going to be, but I would say it's around here. I just want to let you guys know that to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and also like this video, but only do it if you guys are actually enjoying this video. I don't really want to force you guys to subscribe, but also I am reaching or trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of summer. Okay, and then now I want to add like this little hole in the wall, like this image right now on screen, right over here, and I think that will look super cool. And add some nice lighting over here. Okay, and then something I want to add, I don't actually know the name of it, And I remember it being an update. I just don't know what it's called and I don't know where to find it. But it's kind of like these bricks that you could put at the side of your walls. Okay, and then for this pirate house, I'm going to start on this factory window. And then I'm going to be using these beams to add some details around the window. Wait, and something like this looks wonky, but also pretty good, I guess. And then this building needs a roof to it. And I'm so sorry it's super dark, but right over here, what I'm doing is actually just placing down some pillars. And something like this looks really good. I know you can't see the top of the house, but trust me, it does look really good. Okay, and then I'm going to add some lighting because it is absolutely super dark. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure this lighting is kind of dark because the darkness makes this whole thing look more menacing and scary. And I'm going to try my best not to go in super detail on every single building because after the first two, it's pretty much just repetition and a lot of the same aspects and stuff, so I don't think you guys want to see that again. But what I am going to do over here is just add a ton of details and smaller stuff. I don't know, just a lot of stuff over here. But of course we're going to be needing some barrels. Damn, why do these barrels look so good? And then I'm going to be placing a treasure chest with a ton of gold all over it. Okay, but for this building, I think I'm going to go in a lot more details, not a lot of windows, I think. Something like this is actually not that bad. I think this is my favorite one. And for the people who want to kind of copy this build at home or on your own Roblox account or whatever, I'm going to do a little time lapse for these buildings just so you know how I do it. Okay, and this is really good, and this is the finishing or the finished product of this scene.
Nice.
And I completely forgot to record this part, but this is the last scene. This was supposed to be the part with the big ship, but then I realized with the decal that it is impossible to make it look good. So I'm just gonna add like pretty much wreckage of the ship. And it honestly looks super, super great. And then I'm just gonna finish this scene with this box right over here, and I'm just gonna scale it to make it look more realistic that it's in the water. But what I think it would look really cool if I add some fog machines, like a lot of fog machines. Something like this actually looks really, really good. So yeah, I think this is it for this episode. I hope you guys liked the finishing product, and I hope you guys do subscribe if you did enjoy this video. And I guess I'll just see you guys in the next episode of Building My Dream Park or another video.